Hello, Morongo Basin, and listeners around the world online at Z107.7 FM.com. Here is the Z107.7 Local News for Friday, May 31st, 2024. A 29 Palms man wanted for attempted murder in Arizona led a violent pursuit through the Morongo Basin before he was captured in a lethal force encounter. On Tuesday night at around 9:30 p.m., the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department was notified that a suspect in an Arizona attempted murder was leading a pursuit heading toward 29 Palms from Mojave County. The suspect, identified as Brent Soster, a 43-year-old resident of 29 Palms, failed to yield during a traffic stop in Needles and initiated the pursuit heading south and then west. The San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department was notified that Soster was driving a 2005 Dodge pickup headed towards 29 Palms. They say that Soster drove on to State Route 62 and began throwing smoke grenades and shooting at deputy vehicles. As the pursuit continued through 29 Palms and into Joshua Tree, a San Bernardino County Sheriff's helicopter was dispatched. The San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department said Soster began firing at the helicopter, at which point deputies used lethal force. They say that they apprehended Soster after the lethal force incident. The Sheriff's Department did not provide details about the type of force used, and did not specify which agency used lethal force measures. Investigators searching Soster's vehicle found several firearms, a tactical ballistic vest, a gas mask, additional smoke grenades, and several rounds of ammunition. Soster was transported to a nearby hospital for treatment for lacerations. Brent Soster was discharged from the hospital and arrested for investigation into attempted murder. He is being held at the West Valley Detention Center with bail set at $1.3 million, though he is on a fugitive hold and is not expected to be released. Anyone with information about this case is asked to contact Deputy Joshua Young at 909-890-4904. Shane Johnson is no longer being considered missing. Members of Johnson's family have been reporting the 20-year-old 29 Palms resident as missing. Johnson's mother reached out to Z107.7 yesterday afternoon to say that he is voluntarily missing and that she is not currently asking for help from the public to locate him. An officer from the Marine Corps Air Ground Combat Center was honored with a prestigious award this week. As reported by the Defense Visual Information Distribution Service, 29 Palms-based Chief Warrant Officer 3 Deacon Holton, the battalion gunner for 3rd Light Armored Reconnaissance Battalion, 1st Marine Division, was recently chosen as the 2023 recipient of the Gunner Henry Lewis Hulbert Trophy for Outstanding Leadership. The Hulbert Trophy is presented in memory of Henry Lewis Hulbert, who earned the Medal of Honor as a private and was one of the first 20 Marines selected to serve as a Marine gunner. Nunsense opened last weekend at Theater 29. Reporter Adeline J. Wells attended the show and has a review of this local musical.
I had the pleasure of attending the opening night of Theater 29's production of Nunsense, directed by Charles Harvey. With words, music, and lyrics all written by Dan Goggin, the musical first debuted off-Broadway in 1985. It tells the tale of 5 of the Little Sisters of Hoboken, a former missionary order, and their plight to raise money for the burials of 4 of their fallen sisters after a bout of food poisoning, a task they take on with humor. The show offers a fresh look at the sisters, who have more spunk than one might anticipate from a missionary order, given the circumstances. Much of the dialogue is composed of fresh, clerical puns. Sister Mary Hubert, played by Lisa Hodgson, notably offered her lines with a naturally wry delivery. The sisters decide to organize a variety show to help their cause, though the order's novices are also putting on a production of Grease. For this reason, the set is in classic 1950s theme with records, Elvis, and Marilyn Monroe cutouts, whose pin-up pose is hastily covered up by the nuns. All the sisters were dressed convincingly in traditional habits, although Sister Mary Leo, played charmingly by Melissa McNeil, tugged her ballet slippers on underneath in a quest to become the first ballerina nun. Reverend Mother Sister Mary Regina and Sister Robert Ann, played by Laura Harwood and Kimberly Sontag, respectively, did impeccable jobs of retaining their different accents throughout the entirety of the dialogue and song numbers. This was particularly impressive during Mary Regina's humorous monologue when she finds an illicit substance that causes her to feel light on her feet. Sister Mary Amnesia, played by Tiffany Crocker, spent much of the production as the tale of many jokes. However, Crocker put all that to rest with her powerhouse performance of I Could Have Gone to Nashville in the second act. Lilacs was a sweet, evocative number that tied together the characters' different pasts, and all of the sisters did an excellent job and tackled that temptation with a time step, the tap number that closed out the first act. With engaging actors, punchy song numbers, and too many laugh-out-loud moments to count, I was very impressed with the cast production of this clerical, cheeky tale. Nunsense performances run on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and the show continues its run at Theater 29 through June 9th. Tickets can be purchased online at theater29.org or by calling the Theater 29 box office at 760-361-4151. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Adeline J. Wells.
Tortoise Rock Casino's Live at the Rock features tribute bands playing under the stars in 29 Palms, and tonight's show is one that is worth the journey. Joining us with the show info is Certified Square Robert Hayden.
The Journey cover band Voyager is going to be rocking Tortoise Rock Casino tonight with a free show. It's open to everyone, small-town girls living in lonely worlds, city boys from Detroit or other non-desert destinations, or just anyone who wants to escape into a night of rock and roll. That's Voyager, a Journey tribute band playing for free at Tortoise Rock Casino tonight starting at 8 o'clock. Reporting for Z107.7 News, I'm Robert Hayden.
Tomorrow is the first Saturday of the month, and that means it's time for another community breakfast at the Copper Mountain Mesa Community Center. The all-volunteer staff invites you to enjoy your breakfast favorites and locally roasted coffee from Desert Rat Roasters tomorrow morning from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the Community Center, located at 65336 Winters Road in North Joshua Tree. Morongo Valley's Big Morongo Canyon Preserve is celebrating Black Birders Week, beginning tomorrow morning from 8 a.m. to noon. Reporter Gabriel Hart gives further insight into what Black Birder Week is and how you can participate.
To highlight black nature enthusiasts and decrease the visibility of black birders, Big Morongo Canyon Preserve is partnering with the Bureau of Land Management and the Wilderness Society, providing a free, family-friendly introduction to birding. Big Morongo Canyon Preserve is an internationally known birding site with over 240 species of birds being recorded. Join the Wilderness Society's California Community Partnership Manager Alicia Thomas, Manager of Sand and Snow National Monument Jahada Davis, and Big Morongo Canyon Preserve Ranger Kaylee Watson, who will lead this introduction to bird watching, looking for migrating birds as well as year-round residents. If you don't have binoculars, staff will have some pairs on hand so you can closely observe these wonderful avian friends. For registration link, please visit the story at Z107.7fm.com. Reporting for Z107.7, this is Gabriel Hart.
The Yucca Valley High School Trojans wrestling team is holding a fundraiser, car wash, and yard sale tomorrow. The team hopes to raise money to send team members to summer wrestling camps. The event is tomorrow morning at High Desert Air, located at 56460 29 Palms Highway in Yucca Valley, and runs from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Come down, get a clean car, and support the Yucca Valley High School wrestling team. And finally, the 29 Palms Art Gallery launches their latest exhibition tomorrow. Arts and entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas reveals what is behind the velvet curtain.
The 29 Palms Art Gallery will host an art reception on Saturday, June 1st, to celebrate the June exhibition. The gallery will be open all day, and reception hospitality will be served on the gallery patio from 4 to 6 p.m. The public is invited to attend and meet the artist. Admission is free. Featured in the East Gallery in June is early works by Mark Spikak, featuring oil and acrylic paintings of desert landscapes in a way that make the viewer part of the scene. The West Wing features art by Joan Scott in a show titled The Adventures of Being an Artist. With a lifelong love of adventure, she has created art in many places, with many mediums and approaches including acrylics, pastels, photography, sculptures, collages, and more. The exhibition will be on display at the gallery May 31st to June 30th, open Friday through Saturday, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. For more information, visit 29palmsartgallery.com. Reporting for Z107.7, this is arts and entertainment reporter Charlie Thomas.
That's our local news. Hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. If you hear news, let us know about it. Email us at tips@z1077fm.com. Reporting for the Morongo Basin News Leader, the award-winning Z107.7 Local News, I'm Jeff Harmatz.